Hello, welcome to e-Niro Diaries. Just wanted to go through the subject of tyre wear. There seems to be on the anti-EV channels, they're saying, oh, EVs, they go through tyres like you wouldn't believe. Well, obviously, the problem with EVs, if you call it a problem, is that there's a bit of a party trick you can do, even on a relatively modest car like this. You can put it into sport mode and you can put your foot down, hopefully on a dry day, and it just takes off like a bat out of what's name. But after a while, that party trick, when you've showed your mates, oh, I've got a new electric car and look how quick it can go off the mark, gets a bit boring. And I just drive normally in eco mode, and I know the power's there if I need it, more for sort of accelerating quickly to get onto slip roads on motorways and things like that. But anyway, tyre wear then, what has my experience been of it? Well, give you a bit of a history. When the car was new, it came with, I think, the Michelin Primacy 3s. And when the car was about 10 months old, I did a really stupid thing in Poitiers Airport when I was going to pick someone up. I didn't see a very low bollard. And I turned a corner a little bit quickly and I caught the rear left tyre. Didn't do any damage to the wheel, but the tyre blew out on the sidewall and couldn't be repaired. So I got two new tyres, another pair of Michelins, put those on the front and shifted the others to the back, because at that point the tyres had already done about 19,000, something like that. And didn't really want to have one odd new one, so I got two new ones on the front. Now, so with those four tyres, we got four wheels. With those four tyres, I went all the way to 54,000 kilometres. That was at the end of 2021, and all of them were a little bit near the mark for winter running. Now, I always like to be very conservative on tyres. Those few square centimetres that keep you in contact with the road are very important, so I never let my tyres get anywhere near where they would fail the control technique, or MOT as you say in the UK. So I had all four tyres changed, and I put on the Hankook tyres. The Kia dealer had a good deal on them. So I changed all four tyres at 54,000 kilometres. Now, they've been very, very good. I think they're quieter than the Primacy 3s. And I forgot what they're called now. I'll put that up on the screen. They're Hankook something. And they've worn very well. But here we are at 98,000 kilometres now. So the four tyres have done like 44,000. And I've just got a tyre gauge just to have a look. And what they say is that really in the winter you need 4 millimetres, and in the summer 3 millimetres as a sort of minimum. And as you can see on the fronts, I'm comfortably in. I'm closer to 4 than I am to 3. And on the backs, I'm still over 4. So I'm probably going to change the fronts anyway at the 105,000 kilometre service. So they would have done, the fronts would have done 50,000 kilometres by that point. So what's that? It's about 30,000 miles. Now that's pretty good. I mean, in all my years of owning petrol cars, I don't think I ever got much beyond 30,000 miles with a set of tyres, especially the fronts. Now, obviously, most cars are front drive. I mean, I have owned rear wheel drive cars as well, but front drive cars, petrol cars, all the weight is over the front wheels, as well as the front wheels doing obviously all the traction and the steering. And to be honest, I think they wore faster, the front tyres anyway, on the front wheel drive petrol and diesel cars I've owned in the past than these. And as for the rear wheel, well, as I say, I've still got a good 10-15,000 kilometers on those. So what I'll probably do is I'll change these fronts at 105, and then when we get into next winter I might put those on the back and get another set of fronts. But basically, I mean, 50,000 kilometers plus, that's pretty good, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I certainly am not seeing any higher costs on tyres with this car and than I have with any of the other cars I've ever owned. And of course, there's not so much weight over the front wheels because electric motors and all the gubbins that goes with that weighs a hell of a lot less than engine and gearbox of a front wheel drive petrol or diesel car, and all the weight is in the middle under the floor, so the weight's more evenly distributed. But yeah, as you can see, I'm well in on the rear tyres, comfortably over 4mm, and on the fronts getting down towards 3. So I think I will change those probably in the summer. Yeah. Anyway, hope you found that interesting. I think we need to keep combating some of the nonsense that's on YouTube. The anti-EV boys, they live in the fantasy world where EV sales are flat or falling, and petrol sales are going to come zooming back. Well, it's not going to happen. I mean, you know, some people have a very tenuous link with reality and certainly don't look at the data. Anyway, I'll keep doing that and telling you how it's going with the e-Niro. Really like to thank the new subscribers. We've had quite a few since I did the report on the 5-year of ownership, and some really nice comments and very helpful and good, good questions that have got me thinking, and people sharing their experiences of their ownership as well, which is what it's all about. So thanks for watching. Until the next time.